Matthew.
Bacterial Matthew.
That's his name.
Yeah, is this
Rennie
like
will
a...
be here
Yeah, that's
all
right.
next watch.
I just got started, everybody.
Yeah. Good. I see why we're not on the same watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're ruinous.
I think this is a little bit Monty Python. He's not dead, he's just sleeping.
Just feeding his bacteria.
It's really cool.
Okay. Video, if you'd slowly go wide for us.
Yeah, we got it.
Thank you. Good morning, by the way.
Good morning.
Sorry to interrupt your watch change over there, but we're vessels on the move, so we're trying to get some opportunistic.
Yeah, I'm going to call in another
fluorescence.
move if that's all right.
Yep, and keep her moving. I'm going to go over, so we are currently on, I get these two confused. We're currently on one structure. We're going to go over to the
one's
next
Dante,
one.
one's Herc, or
Yeah. Hulk.
Hulk, yeah.
Yeah, so we're currently on Hulk. We're going to slide over to Dante, which is sonar target 10 meters to my left.
Bridge now. Good morning. Can we sub 30 meters, bearing 254? Roger that. 30 meters, 254. Thank you.
So I could either come down or go to my left. I think I'm going to go to my left. Whoops, too far left. This guy, it's not that far away. Try and get right in front of you, Danny. And then we'll slide around Dante. First we slid around Hulk, now we're going to draw a giant butt on the nav screen and slide around Dante.
Hey, AJ, are you back there?
I sure am.
Just want to confirm that the MEF ADCP is not up in the water column.
It is not up in the water column.
Roger.
It's a little tripod grating thingamajig.
Okay.
But you're being very responsible.
Yeah, you know, I was in the path. Thought check about it. 'Cause I know sometimes they're up on a dangly. So float up in Atalanta's butt cam there.
Yeah, there is. I'm right under it. You can come up just a couple meters for us, Danny.
Coming up a few meters.
Thank you, Rennie.
Sure.
Now I'm looking the opposite way. I'm looking up at these instead of
Oh, that's okay. It's the
down
big,
here
the
where I'm
big
supposed
stuff.
to be looking.
No, that's fine.
It's all big shiny stuff now.
Yeah. I just wanted, I wasn't sure how much of an issue that would be, so I thought I'd just say it.
I really wouldn't mind having a butt cam next to the gauge cam over here where wire cam is.
Oh, yeah.
Submit that feedback in writing.
Yeah, make
Email
a
that I
list.
sent.
Hey, we've got a parking position with us, yeah?
Yeah, we got 3 of them.
Oh, nice.
I hear cable housekeeping is in our future.
Oh, yeah. Sure is.
Come up a bit there, Danny.
Coming up.
Hey, it looks like an ROV has landed here before. So this is where we landed on this little nubbin here.
Yeah, let's look at the smoke.
No, we took a gas tank here.
Oh, nice.
There's actually a really cool beehive right here. Get a little closer to it this time now that we're not gas turning.
We'll do a DVL reset if that's all right.
What's that?
DVL reset.
Sure.
Okay. There we go.
Now that everybody's up, well, this is worth a quick look. I got time, right?
Yep, you got time.
It's amazingly still here. We didn't break it. Can you turn the downlights off if they're on?
Checking. Downlights are on. Downlights are off.
You got enough iris there? Or I'm blocking the light and the smoke. Let me move a little bit.
Yeah, that's, as you ROV folks say, full beans on the iris.
Oh, that's really cool, yeah.
The smoke was blocking the light.
It's much better lighting. It's cooler.
Yeah, more dramatic.
Tilt up a bit for me, Danny.
Tilting up.
See if we can get it in the light. Okay, you can zoom in there, I think.
Was that a call for a zoom?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
full zoom there. You can chase her up. I'm trying to look at that beehive up there. I don't know if you can see it.
Atlantis on the move, but you still have some time here.
There's definitely some light that's off, right?
Yes.
Okay. The stills cam is dark.
You want downlight back on, Dan?
Nope. See what Amber can do here with the. We call this the BBC shot. It's hard to focus through the shimmering water, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's so dark, I don't even have the peeking over here. But looks pretty cool.
We can try it with the downlights if you want. If you're ready.
Yeah, ready.
Okay. If you zoom out a bit, I'll tilt down. Maybe we can get a closer one here.
Okay.
So cool.
Yeah.
That's good, thanks.
It's blue bacterial mat there. You might get tugged unless you give a little bit of delta.
Go for you can push in there, see what we got. Rennie's blue bacterial mat. I've yet to zoom anywhere on one of these chimneys and not find something interesting worth looking at. Blue, what makes them blue? You could, yeah, keep hooking view and
Trying to,
probably
but you can just
come down a few
barely see
meters.
it. Coming down a few meters.
I think you're looking at your own tail there. Camera should be up.
I can see it in the top of the screen.
Oh,
You see the lights there?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
Hanging out in a smokestack.
Up top. Yeah,
That doesn't make sense.
yeah. We're backing away down, away from it.
This must be. That
Yeah.
must be funky.
The distance? Let me double check that.
Go ahead. Let me check.
200, 200. That should be all right.
Okay, I'm approaching my 20-meter limit there.
1 second.
Thanks, Amber.
Yep.
I'll come back down out of the smoke, Danny, if you want to chase me down a little. You should be well clearing out. We gotta come down anyways. We're gonna come down and cross the valley and find cables.
Yep. Yeah, there's no obstructions past this on the path that we're going. I'm gonna call in another move just to get over to the IP.
Yep.
And we'll be.
I guess I'll have to catch up to you.
Bridge nav. Can we step 35 meters, bearing 255? Yeah, we can increase speed to 0.3. Thank you.
Orange stuff. Or is it rusty stuff? I don't know what that goo is. If you get a chance, can you push in on the orange goo?
All right, zoom in.
Yeah, that's good, thanks. You hit the downlights on it, Danny.
It's more bacteria or fungus.
You reckon?
It's really stark compared to the blue-purple.
Yeah, really. It looked like there was some more of the blue up above.
Yeah. Lots of worms, tube worms here.
A snail.
Some snails.
Oh, Amber must be pushing in there.
Oh, sorry.
I'm backing up.
Snuck it in there.
No, you're fine, you're fine.
I was like, ooh, I
I
want to
should
look
be
at that.
watching my other camera. It's it's trying to suck me in.
I can go wide.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Fungus calls to
Watching
you.
my other camera. I'm getting a bit of a, come down a bit, Danny. Let's see, I'm getting a bit of a message from Atalanta that, hey, come on, we're going to the IP. Atalanta doesn't wait for Hercules. Okay, you can go wide. Gotta get back to work here. Can kill the downlights again, Danny. That's the last 8 meters of Dante here.
Yeah.
It's a little diffuse venting still happening back here at the bottom. Come down, Danny.
I'm coming.
You are coming? I'm coming. That's pretty close to the main seabed there, about 2 meters up. Plus or minus giant boulders. Okay, I'm gonna turn and burn to the west.
Yes.
Gotta jump over a big ditch here anyways.
Yep.
Okay, Danny headed right towards you, mate. And probably gonna come, I don't know, how's our tethered turn action?
1 tether turn, exactly.
So you're gonna half turn one way to take it out?
It's wild how quickly all of a sudden it's just desolate again, right?
Volcanic. Yeah, come down to the base of the structure and it's
Like truly like an oasis.
yeah. I was just thinking the same thing. The ADCP that's on your nav? Or is that an abandoned something? Looks like an ADCP from here, can't tell.
It does look like an ADCP.
These are old targets. If you want me to get a new one on the fly here, just let me know.
I can come over here and pause for a minute to get a new target.
Danny's going to have to
Worthwhile
come up
getting fixed.
soon, just for the proximity of the...
You can drop one, and then when Steph's back, she'll record it, or this could be her.
Yeah, you got
Oh yeah, she's back.
stuff encroaching your 20-meter range ring there, Danny.
Yeah.
You're all right now, but just beware.
Yeah, Rennie, you can take one.
Sure.
I can pause here for a second so you get a few hits.
Yeah, if we could get a heading on beam 3, that would be awesome too.
We can.
Thank you.
So,
which one
yeah,
is beam
like
3?
in that direction.
I see what you want. Like
Yeah.
something like this.
Almost exactly like that.
I'm judging
What
by my
ADCP is
down
this?
camera.
Which ADCP?
Yeah.
23063.
23063.
And what do you got there, Dan?
I call that 341.
Heading 341.
Thank you.
Roger.
That's from beam 3?
Yeah.
Great.
Or
Got
340 if you want to round down and take that degree out there.
Oh,
Okay, there's some structure in
Roger.
Atalanta.
Okay. Everyone happy there? Moving on.
Yep. All good. Let me know when you're good back there, Steph.
yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you, Rennie.
Joy gain to maximum. Turn down the Z bias a little. Give her the beans.
Yeah, there you go.
All better.
A little better.
Yeah, too far.
There's a rock there.
Watch out for that giant rock. Oh, remember these stupid things?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, we struggled with these things for days. The idea was to put them under a cable over
Oh yeah, to
venting
like loop
and,
it in.
and lace the cable through these little pucks.
Yeah.
So like hours and hours of frustration. What are they doing way out here?
Looks like a graveyard.
It is.
It's amazing you remember all these little events. I mean, this
Oh, it was not a little event, trust me. It was a whole dive.
haunting.
It was great fun, but it was, yeah, it kind of, for the most part, worked out. And we were able to save the cable. It was after, I think, after, kind of like a cave-in or a fall-in. And
Good, and we should have the IP coming up somewhere around
yeah,
here.
I see it in stereo. I see Joey.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Cool.
See a camera on its side.
So wet stowed camera. That one's coming back, I believe.
So we've got to go to the far side, the west side.
Roger, west side. And what's my
See,
tether
like-
turn action there? I got counterclock, clock. I want to do counterclock, I guess, yeah? Or do I want to do clock? I can never. No, I want to do clock because I already got 0.4 counterclock.
And we're going to be playing with the two that are right in the middle of the set.
Hey,
Roger that.
Rennie,
Yes.
when there's a good time, can we also get another position for this junction box, please?
Yeah, we're going to be sitting and looking at it for a long time.
Great.
A long time?
Wow.
We'll see.
It'll feel like a long time
I'm
back
setting the
there.
expectations low, Dan, so that you can exceed them.
Roger. Are you going to slide Atalanta a bit more, or what are you going to do there?
After all that, I think I lost my pen again.
You want to sit, or should
I don't
we
know if I
grab
wanna
on,
give you
or
mine.
what's the
Oh, this
dealio?
is Steve's pen.
Oh.
I can't lose this one. He'll kill me. I already lost the other one, which I think was fabulous.
I might have a spare.
We're going to be doing connectors, so whatever you're more comfortable with, we're going to have to use the parking position that we brought, disconnect and shuffle and
We might want
carry.
both hands to do connectors. See how I land here.
Yeah.
If I'm all
AJ?
wonky, I'll want to grab on.
Was this it?
That's my pen.
Oh, I don't really need a pen. I just don't want to lose mine.
Oh, okay. Well,
We
then
need
I'll
to
take
do
it
what
back.
we do with the gym and just get one tied to him.
Exactly.
Not bad.
Yeah, I think we're sitting on our tail, though. You know what I mean?
I think we can get it. Because we're going to want to hand, I think we're just swapping connectors.
Yeah, I think they're going to want to parking position.
I'm going to say hand it to Orion and hold on to it while you plug it into the other one.
That's better than fletching it.
Yeah.
See,
So
let me-
where are the
let me try
parking
and back
positions?
up a
Are
little.
they around the side?
Yeah, they're buried under some gas tights. We might have to do a little housekeeping ourselves here.
Yep.
It's easier to fletch if we're porched out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Porch out a little, but zoom out and see what the temp probe does.
Butching out.
Right.
Yeah, we're going to have to do
That's good.
some connector passing around other cables. So yeah, having both arms free I think is ideal.
Roger that. You happy with the Atalanta there?
Atalanta's in a beautiful spot.
Well, I can see Herc work. Okay.
Do you want a little zoom on Atalanta so you can get more?
Yeah, if it's not bobbing too much. I'm gonna switch over cameras and we'll go for sample salvo, Danny.
Okay.
You're gonna have to dig around in the.
Oh damn, it makes me so happy.
You're gonna have to dig around in here for some toys. You might have to take the gas tights out.
I don't know if I like this anymore.
Huh?
Well, I said I don't know if I like this these camera views.
This is our old school camera view.
The sample salvo.
Yeah, I kind of miss I like the. Why is that thing not on that thing? Ah, so if this one's over.
Steph, who's working on the video feed, do you know?
Like on our end?
Or on OET's end?
I think you can snake one of the parkings out of there in the back.
I assume Justin?
And they know about it?
Yeah.
How's that, Danny?
Yeah, I think it's because we don't often have a arm operator over there.
Yeah, usually the Herc jerk is running the arm. Okay, I'm gonna close that. No, I'm gonna leave it open. We ain't going nowhere. Back to, hey, what's happening outside?
We are going to transfer to the other side of the platform.
Get that deck clean.
So you might want to close it.
Roger. Because I'll forget that it's open. That's
Yeah,
why I always
that's right.
close it.
We'll bang it on the IP when we come around.
Walking around with your door open. Close, 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 close. Faster, faster. And tilt down for you.
I'm going to guess that we're maybe 30 minutes away from requiring deck operations, so I don't know if someone wants to give Mike a heads up.
Okay. Do we have a landing zone for this?
We haven't made a target, but we typically use the same landing zone,
Okay.
which is east of the toolbox, east of the IP,
Okay.
about 30 meters.
You guys all right if I go get Mike? We're stable here.
Yeah, I'm all right.
And just to super double, triple check, J7, J8,
J5.
and J5 have all been turned off.
Yes.
All right.
They were turned off several hours ago, and we had just confirmation again from shore.
Excellent. You guys are on it.
Oh, come on. Wrong button. Sorry, Danny.
We're just unbolting our hockey pucks.
You saw that, did you?
You got to give him grief. He thinks this job is all unicorns and rainbows, and that's why I've been hard on him. To see if he can take it. You gotta have a thick skin to work in this business. Danny's got a pretty thick skin.
Oh, I do. Grew up in Southern Oregon.
He usually gives it better, and he gives it more, and he takes it. Sometimes I wonder if I can take it. What do we want? Winch alt there. Problem, as soon as I hit the sample salvo again, I gotta do all that whole dance again.
Oh yeah, buttery.
I think that hockey puck was loose to begin with.
I think so.
Well, we'll never know.
Return to vendor for sure.
All right, we're gonna unplug J7
Okay.
and insert it into that parking position. So that's Misha.
That guy right there.
Yeah. Third from the right. Fourth from the left.
I kind of got a funky backhanded angle there, and we are bouncing a little bit. So if you see our camera move,
Does this have to get threaded?
It will, yeah. But we can put it on the parking position first. That way if it hits
Yeah.
the
how
mud.
do you do that? I can't never do that.
So they have to get out from underneath.
Yeah, but put it on the parking position first because we don't want it in the mud without protection. And then we can sort of pass it around to the Orion maybe.
Why haven't I programmed the parking position set point yet?
That looks pretty good. It wouldn't hurt to have some zoom on them tangs.
Yeah, go ahead and zoom. Those are in.
I don't think it went yet, did it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It looks kind of halfway. They're definitely still out a little.
I'm giving it quite a bit.
You might be on, if your jaws are touching the back of the connector, they won't quite go.
Yeah, no,
Go
it
wide a
popped
little
up.
bit.
I don't think it's in.
Go wide.
Okay, one.
Thank you.
Although I do remember some of these having kind of bent ones. Give it another.
Do a close draw up
Try.
top. Now,
Oh, it's
There we go.
There it is. Yeah,
That's
beauty.
it.
Nice.
so are we?
Yeah.
We're going to take this cable around to the other side.
Exactly. Yeah. So we have to feed it back underneath those two.
Roger.
So if you can get it with the craft and put it there, then we can pick it up when we hop around.
Let's see what I can do.
Just be really slow and easy in there around all the other cables and connectors.
Yeah, especially around where it's like the bend is. You don't want to bang it. This is like a game of over-under.
Game of operation.
Yeah.
Watch the back there. You're pushing up against the... I'll tilt up a bit. That would help. Let's see. Can we drop it there?
If you think you can get it again from the other side, yeah. You can always reposition later and then try to lift with, like, get the
Yeah.
craft under those.
I drop it there, Danny. I'll maybe give it a few love taps.
And so before we take off, we've got another mission here.
Dust cap?
Nope, not yet. We've got to move J8 onto J7. So we're going to unplug ESCA, and we're going to move it over 1. You might want to kind of try to pull some. Yeah, that's good. Of course, can't see much.
I've got it like 4 cameras.
Oh yeah, Cinema Cam's got a good view too.
Cinema.
Click. I saw them go. All right, speedy work. Yeah, now we'll dust cap J8.
Nicely done, Danny. Okay. Now we're going to pull that cable out that we just
We need a
connected.
dust cap J.
Dust cap J8 first.
J8.
All right. So dust cap on the... got 2 to choose from there.
Yeah,
Can you give me
one's
sample salvo back?
I think you can get it.
one's kind of floppy and one's fairly rigid.
If you sample salvo, I got to push buttons and stuff.
Shoot box out for me a little bit.
I can do that. Ready?
Yep. Good.
I can put one over there on the big screen. I can do that easier. If that helps next time.
That's fine. I'm good.
I see the keyways down, so that orientation should work.
There, you got your own 2 personal cameras over there.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah, great. No, that's on there. No need to...
I'm going to get an extension and put this over there. So soon we're going to have a stream deck here we can share. Yeah, you'll have access to a bunch
You
of
want
these
a nudge or
buttons.
you good?
Nope, that's good. They don't need the dust caps don't need a click or anything. They're really pretty relaxed.
Have we contacted systems yet?
Okay.
No, we haven't.
Nicely done,
We're
Danny.
going to need to power things on pretty soon.
Okay.
Yeah, we will need to power on at the end, although it's not really a hold up. But,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, it would be good to get them
Okay.
I'm
We'll,
gonna
on the line.
on the line, as my dad says. I found it on the line.
That's right.
And I'm going to slide just around here, and we'll try and snake that thing out where
Yeah.
we can watch it.
That sounds great.
Yeah, I'll just grab underneath it and pull.
Yeah. Teary. Watch out for that cable.
You got a really good view in Avalana.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I still got you slightly zoomed in there.
Problem is, Herc's tail is still on a rock. It's kind of in a hole there. Can you do a half zoom on the upper when you get a chance?
Half soon on upper.
Beautiful, thank you. And I'm still hitting the rock. Come up a bit here. See them rocks.
I think they Could have picked the worst landing spot.
Oh, we can and have.
I know, the one
They
we did
tip
the other night.
the instrument platform tips over. It's like on 3 legs. Or,
That's like the one we did the other night where it just like buried itself.
Oh, this was the fun one where the
Yeah, it was caught.
on the figure 8
The
of the oil
cable was like in there.
It was caught up. And we had to undo it. I don't know how we got that undone. That was crazy.
I don't know how we did it. Dirk
you
did
wanna
it.
Go
Well,
ahead and
Dirk was in the
retract the
shack when it
porch
happened.
there.
Retract the porch.
Yes, please.
Porch coming in.
Is this my pen? Oh, Steve.
Good.
Steve
Okay,
had it.
so one of the techniques, Danny, is to keep the
this
jaws
is your
open
pen.
and grab the cable and do this.
You just kind of.
Oh yeah,
it.
it was in my binder.
You got to be careful doing
It was
that.
his
You want
pen
to make sure
in your
you're-
binder.
Steve, it's actually
Yeah,
Batman's
you don't
pen,
go from, if you
but
touch
it's been
that
entrusted to me.
right hand button,
Yeah.
it'll spin it while you got the cable, which would be not cool. Hold on, I'm not quite stable, Mabel.
Perfect.
I'll swing around here a bit for you.
Yeah, but not yet. We have not gotten there yet, but it will be within the next half hour.
Let me know when you're ready.
I think I'm ready. Yeah, so when you do that, you just rotate your wrist gently counterclockwise or clockwise, either way, and it kind of, yeah, holds the cable in there. And it's the same thing, you're gonna milk it. Maybe move just a bit slower, mate. Just in case it gets caught on something.
Steph, who's on shore?
We have Omid and Sarbi.
Let's try
Who's going to be
rotate your
checking
wrist the
to
other
see
way
if the RAS BPS works on the Newport?
and keep the nip low.
I mean, we can just
and
check that
just
the
go
data's
left
streaming.
so I can see
What's
the
that?
other
Just
camera.
check that the
what's
data's
happening.
streaming. I don't know what other checks you want.
It's not
Yeah,
really
we just
data
wanna-
stream. It needs to, we might want to trigger a sample.
Why can't you just ping it?
Or ping it.
Well,
Or
Well,
who's,
not
what's
too
the
much. You
procedure?
got the Fletcher on the other side, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Never mind.
coming around there.
Yeah, yeah. I thought it was
Um,
faced the other way.
But there should be one. I don't know what the procedure is either. I guess we can ping it.
we just
It's
want to
probably
confirm
system.
comms, so ping it, so
Beautiful.
maybe systems can.
Nicely
And we can
done.
worry about oceans later.
I'm sad the streams are down, Danny. This is so cool to see you work.
It'll have a temperature sensor that's coming through, so that should come back up.
Yeah, there you go. So that's a data stream instrument. So there's no
Okay.
need to Fletcher this yet, because we're going to have a little operation between now and when we need to Fletcher it. So we can carry it in the craft and make our way around to the other side, and we're going to be
back up.
working on the panel that's all the way to the right side,
Roger.
if that makes sense, the
Okay,
one
Dave.
nearest to us.
Really, the stream's down?
As I
Shame.
come
Yeah,
up,
they're
Danny,
missing your
can
highlight
you
reel.
can you rotate clockwise just another 90 there?
Brandon, you finally didn't get blue water.
Yeah, but he doesn't, but
Yeah,
there's no
I
stream.
get, then I get no stream.
Oh.
Baby steps, Brandon.
Right.
Perfect, that's good.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
we are up. Yeah, thank you, Amber. It's back up now.
Awesome.
It's definitely my highlight reel.
Yeah, Danny's making quick work of these connector panels.
He's got a knack for it, I'll give him that. I can't get him on and off there like that. The better view I have, the worse job I do.
Yeah, usually if If you can't quite see it in bubble, that means you're in the right position.
Cinema came in clutch on that last one though. Cinema was beautiful.
You want to come up just a few meters on Atlanta there. So.
I don't know if you can
Maybe
straddle those cables with the sled.
As long as the tether's not hitting. I'll come back down for you. Yeah, if you're happy if it wraps around like this, I can surely straddle.
Yeah, it's fine.
So, Steph, you were saying the video stream was not coming good to the shore?
It's back now, it looks.
Yeah, it's back now.
Amber's got it back up.
But like overall, like past a little bit?
Yeah, this past dive has been cutting in and out from what I understand.
It's
Yeah.
too bad because today it's probably our most spectacular dive.
It's been a good one.
Sure has.
To date, as you notice, I say. You're only good as your last mess up in this business.
Okay, so we can put this connector aside for now, and we need to get a new parking position into the Fletcher.
Roger.
Perfect.
What am I doing? Hydraulics, starboard box open. So yeah, I'll give you your two personal cameras over there.
I already got these ones.
You'd rather look further away.
They're already hardwired into the brain. That's how it works.
So you're running the stream there on shore just to make understanding whether we're getting to shore or not?
Every once in a while I'll check to make sure. I don't
Yeah.
leave it going just because it kills the bandwidth, but
Yeah.
I want to make sure that since it's been going in and out.
Because I just got a note from
I can't see my
a
tail.
scientist on shore saying it was not getting video stream. But that was back
15 minutes ago?
8:29.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
come
yeah,
back
it's
up
been
since
resolved
then.
since then.
yeah.
Yeah. We are up now once
Hey,
more.
Rennie, did you already go position for the site?
For the IP, yes. Would you like it up on screen?
Yes, please. While we have a second. Thank you very much.
Sure. Are you all good?
Yep.
Oh, great.
You put these gas types in here.
I don't know. I think it was Jake Bonney.
That Jake's always up to no good.
That Jake Bonney smirk on his face.
Oh god, I really do need to go play the crane game.
Okay, closing the box. And so give me a second, I'll run the porch out here for you. Careful on my temp probe. Doesn't quite stay in its little track there.
That was fun. I did that in a moving target. Want to zoom in video? Well, downlights on, Dan?
I don't know. I think so. Checking. Tail lights are indeed on.
I think it's the craft shadow.
Yeah, we had the iris. Amber helped you out there a bit.
I think the double hockey puck almost makes it harder.
Well, I can't rotate it.
Yeah. It goes so nice with with closed jaw like that.
Mm-hmm.
But you almost have it too high up with the double puck. Okay, we're going to disconnect J5, which is all the way to the right. And it'll go into the parking position.
Oops, sorry, Danny, wrong button.
Probably have another one of these somewhere.
Don't you do that. Stay.
Your angle of the
Yeah, I
dangle
think
is
you,
extreme.
yeah, I think you gotta get further out, yeah.
Now you're cooking with gas.
Click.
Click.
All right, so that can just get bumped in. Well, let's place it. Maybe let's be strategic about where we place it. It's just gonna get left on the ground.
Do it.
Hey,
That's fine.
nice landing.
It's probably fine there for now because, yeah, exactly. We're going to pick that up and plug it into J5, and then we can always lay this cable out on our way out of here to make sure it's not.
We can move it if you want.
Well, I don't think there's any point in moving it now until we
Oh.
see where this J5 cable is going to lay.
Roger. You might have to bop that thing. I don't know. Sorry. And then also Amber, we can see the click.
Click.
Yeah.
Did you get it? You ain't got it.
There
Now
it
you
is.
got it.
Yeah.
I saw it in Buble. Okay, you can go line, thanks.
So now we can have a look at that. So yeah, whenever systems is ready, they can power on J5 and confirm data stream to the RAS PPS. And Danny, we can try to figure out how we want to leave this cable on the seabed.
What
I
about
don't want
this
it to be.
parking
Are we
position?
done with the parking position?
So the parking position, I don't think we'll need for a little while. And given how loose it is, we might want to put it somewhere.
I'm going to put it in the box.
I'm thinking we put it in the box.
Sure. We're going to be playing around with the tool basket next, so there's going to be a lot of...
Stow it now, or...
Yeah, exactly.
Here, if you hold that, Danny, I'll just porch in.
Porch in?
Porch in.
You want to put it in the toolbox, or you want to put it back in the bio box?
Biobox.
Is there something in the toolbox, or you just don't want to bump the temp probe?
I just... Yeah. No, there's nothing in there, as a matter of fact.
Danny racking up fans online here, making quick work.
It's harder to fish it out of the front box.
Right.
It's really close to the cameras for fishing out.
Yeah.
I prefer to put stuff in and not fish out there.
Fair enough. After this, we'll go
Unless we have to.
So, where's this diagram here? I think that cable comes underneath this blue and yellow. So it goes over top of the green, but underneath the one on the left.
Roger.
I don't know. Maybe I'll wait until you guys are done with the bio box.
So that starboard box, is it?
Close starboard box.
It's on a proportional, isn't it?
I think so.
Can you try and speed it up if you got a second there? I got my finger on the close button. And
Yeah, which one is that? That's 1, 2, 3.
I think it's 3. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna back up just a bit, AJ.
Yeah, let's back up and see
It's
what it
all
looks
the way
like.
open.
Roger. Oh, maybe it's because I got my PRV down, that's why.
That is exactly what it is.
Yeah, but that's for like my scammer control. Oh yeah, it goes under everything.
Yeah,
Under.
Okay.
over and then under actually, so you can't go too far because we're going to have to lift it up and over the green.
Yeah.
Looks like it goes under the green though.
It
It,
does.
it
but I
does,
have to
but
get
then it's
the
up and
plugin
over
for this
here.
over it.
What? Sorry, I lost the plot. What are we doing with it?
We're just going to clear it
Oh, Raj. So we can just set it there by the leg.
by the gas tights, by the leg, anywhere, but
Roger.
preferably clear of the cable. We're just clearing.
Is it a dead cable?
It's a to be used in the future cable.
Roger.
Let me know when you're stable.
Not stable. I don't know. But stable.
I think this is Steve's dream core-ass cable. This was plugged into J5.
Nice and slow, Danny. Nice and slow. He says a little tight.
Careful with that, please.
Yeah, don't grab those.
Although they can totally take it.
Yeah.
You can get the paddle now. Other paddle, orange paddle.
Oh, grab the paddle.
I think so. Yeah, they don't like you to draw close.
Okay.
Okay, hold that.
All right, so now if Dan backs up,
Roger.
then we can get it underneath the orange and the green on the left. I mean, I guess, I don't know, what do you think is easier, getting it in under there or getting it away under here? Maybe you can like scoot it under on that ledge.
Looks like it's got to go under both of them.
Yes, yeah, it does.
So give me a second here. Hold what you got, Danny.
Yep, holding. Okay, I see
Oh,
what
it's
I
got
gotta
to
do.
go under all three.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Just
right.
tying your shoe.
What's that?
Just like tying your shoe.
Yeah. Paddle's caught there. Pitch down. There you go. We actually got to zoom out on cinema cam now.
Hey, Amber, do we have a stream of the back deck somewhere?
Yeah, I can add that on.
That's all I got.
Roger, let me
Oh yeah, how do I get that
I'll
screen?
move for
I
you.
can do it maybe, Amber, if I get the...
I'll add it to the stream here. Let's
Oh, I
see.
see it here. I got it. No, we're gonna go scout a spot. We usually put it east of the IP because it's safe, and that's where the gas
That's a
tights
good
and camera
spot.
are already staged. That's where we've done it in the past.
And when we're lowering it, can we move
To do what?
to do anything?
Tilt my cam.
Are we just grabbing
That's
these
a
gas
question
tanks
for
down?
Not far, but yeah, it's a question for them. Because we can't move the ship.
So we know what it looks like at Tempo Mini. We don't know what it looks like down there. We're just assuming it's going to look the same, I guess, at
Yeah.
Sanya.
Sure.
So we'll be flying over there with it.
Yeah.
I was just thinking if we are over there, we could do the southern gas, those gas tights for it, and wait for it to come down.
With the way that the position of the ship is, and where the wire is going over the side, we're not going to be able to get up to the vents, just because the ship's facing north, and the wire goes off the starboard side of the ship.
These are the southern vents.
Oh, the southern vents, sorry.
Right
I thought you were
there.
talking about these northern ones. The southern ones, we won't have to reach.
You see
Yeah,
the target?
it's 100 meters at least, 120 meters.
Just put
Yeah.
the connector there.
He's got a target there for
Yo,
you.
you want the connector over here?
No, no.
Yeah. We'll just lay it down and forget about it.
No problem.
There we go. Laid down and forgotten about.
And of course, we can't move the ship when we're lowering.
No,
So that's all
We can, but it'll tangle up the wires.
yeah.
That's all we've got there for that task.
Roger.
Fantastic. So now we're just going to go and mark a landing zone with our beacon spot, and then we'll get the package over the side whenever the deck is ready.
Do you have an idea what the speed down is?
Slow.
Okay, so
Slow.
it's just going to be
We don't have a
east of
number,
the
we just
IP
wait. Check the weight.
somewhere.
Half
Yeah.
a meter a
Behind
second
you.
tops.
Yeah.
It's pretty calm out there, but we are always cautious of snap loading on our wire with heavy packages. So
There's a load. You can watch the load to
can
make
watch
sure
the
you
load.
you don't go fast. So but half
Half a
meter, 2,000 meters. That's 4,000 seconds. That's
It's an hour and 20 minutes. We'll call it. Yeah, Danny, that was remarkable.
Then the question is, do we do Tempo Mini or first?
Can we come up, Danny, on
or
Atalanta?
Human first?
Coming up on Atlanta.
That's the question.
How
I'm
much
gonna,
you want?
I'm gonna spin, so I'm gonna spin counterclock here. Take
Do
my
we want feedback from
Half
the
turn
scientific
out.
community on
Well,
Tempo Mini?
we have
You got
You
25
mean-
meters.
Bill online right
Roger.
now.
Okay.
and you
He's
can
in
spin
Minnesota,
around
which
as
means
well.
it's
Fabio's still sleeping, probably.
he was up for lunch.
Fabio's
so-
awake. I saw him
Oh,
at
he's
breakfast.
awake? Okay.
But France, which are about the only people interested, is
That's the UMIN sampler, is France?
no, that's the Tempo Mini.
Yeah, obviously, Premier, yeah.
All right, everyone, we're heading east of the IP, and we're trying to look for a landing zone.
Yeah,
So
I've got a landing zone marked here, not far east. I kind of lost the plot for a second there. Where's the IP from us?
It's southwest of us.
I think we want to go south of here,
Okay.
Dan, where it's a little flatter.
Roger. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Nice way to leave them. All right, let me just
You got
careen
this, right?
towards
Yeah.
the vent. Just slowly get out of the chair.
All right, Danny. So avoid that vent, but we're going due east of the IP. So he went up southeast, so we want to kind of get back down to here and look for a landing zone.
Okay. So
If you turn us around, it'll give us a really good view.
I'm all confused of where how he's got me.
Okay, so if you are not too far from Atalanta, you can turn to starboard, and we're going to face and kind of take a look at this area for a landing. So
Yeah. What did he leave me with?
what do you have? Are you in? You're in auto heading.
Not auto heading, but not in anything else.
Okay, so you're just live flying then. Is the joy gain turned down?
Joy gain's 100%.
Joy gain's 100. It's working.
No, I'm not getting... Dan, what did you leave me with? I have no...
There you go.
Okay.
The auto heading is
Okay.
strong.
Stick
I
lock.
guess.
Yeah, it's that kind of turn is not gonna give you enough on the auto heading. Okay, so Atalanta is here, even though it's giving you weird pings right now. We are looking at this zone that's east, that's the IP, that's the eastern extent of the IP right there, and we're looking at this zone right here for a landing. So it's going to be behind you.
Okay.
Yeah, Jake, you'll want to turn to face the southeast, as long as he's got the leash for you.
Southeast rudder.
And then you might need to back up a bit, Danny, just so you don't tug.
Gotcha. He left me in a bad position. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see what's in the eye in the sky if you can, Jake.
You might need to back up a bit. Oh no, you got a little bit of scope. Should be all right. There we go. And then you're going to turn to starboard.
Yeah, so this is like, we're looking over kind of our landing zone,
Okay.
like anywhere on this kind of boulder field.
Anywhere flat, we're gonna
Yeah,
get.
so what's, oh, you want to, oh yeah, okay.
Just checking the extent. So that's back towards the IP. All
Yeah,
those
we obviously don't
cables.
want to be on the cables, so let's go left of the cables.
So yeah, turn to port a bit, and then maybe a little lower so we can see
Yeah,
what we're dealing with.
Working my way down.
Roger.
There's like a spire kind of in front of you.
Yes, there is
It's just like a
definitely
big rock.
big rock right in front of me.
So that's the old camera platform that we're looking at there. So I think what we're talking about is like somewhere here.
Yeah. Let's get it well clear of those cables.
Yeah, so Danny, if you turn to port, like this cable's compromised anyways, we don't really care about it.
Okay.
But yeah, this is a good LZ here. You can see this is where a tool basket's been in the past because there's a train wheel and some bungees and stuff. So
Okay.
I don't know if we want to fly here and drop a mark.
Yes, let's fly there. Let's get some good fixes, and we'll drop a mark. Should be fine for tether and everything.
I think this is where it was last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is our typical spot.
Just an update, we have power on to the RAS PPS. We're
okay.
just waiting on comms.
Okay.
All right, so if we're comfortable here, I'll drop a target.
Yep.
See anything around us? No, we're fine.
How are they feeling? Okay. Yep. It was already last night.
Toolbox LZ, and we'll put that over here as well.
That's from a toolbox, from a tool basket. Yeah. Cable mats.
Yeah, Dan remembered those not so fondly.
It feels fairly optimistic, I think, knowing what we know now.
Okay, I feel good about that LZ landing zone target.
Okay. So did you say they were going to be half an hour till splash? So we've got half an hour to play, or do you need to move the ship anywhere before they splash down?
I do.
Okay. Where are you planning on moving it?
Well, I would ideally just move a bit south just to get the aft of the ship like 25 meters south, so get it over the landing zone. We're going to have to, just because of the ship's heading, we're going to have to be standing off to the south and west.
Okay.
So this is our
That's our playground?
playground. There's a sediment trap over here.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's great. We could we could go move the sediment trap a little closer because it's pretty far. So that's fine, yeah. If you want to call in that ship move, we can start heading.
Okay, I'll move.
Did you connect the RAS PPS? Is
Yeah,
that what?
it powers
Yeah.
on. We're still waiting on
Yeah.
comms.
Yeah, the driver connected, so we're just waiting to confirm that.
You should be able to see the temperature on Oceans 3.0. I think it's under water sampler temperature.
Bridge nav. Can we step 26 meters bearing 166? Thank you. All right, pilots, so I'm bringing Atalanta down south.
Bringing Atalanta down. Roger.
Yeah, so
South?
I'm moving the ship so when we deploy this thing over the side, it'll be roughly over the toolbox landing zone. So in order to do that, Atalanta is going to be probably right here. The sediment trap's over here. I'm not sure where they're going to want to relocate it. So I figure if we're lowering here, this is kind of our no-go zone, and we can have Atalanta and Herc over here. And if we need to stretch Atalanta out because the wire's coming our way, we can pull off in that direction. And there is a bit of terrain here, so if we do that, we might have to bring Atalanta up, but we'll be able to clear everything to the west while the wire comes down over here.
Gotcha.
That's in an ideal world.
So once the wire starts coming down, we do not move the ship.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the most ideal situation. I do need a beacon ID on the wire.
Beacon ID.
Let me see if I can get that.
Call down to
I'll
deck.
get that to AJ who's going down there right
AJ?
now.
Okay, yeah, great, thank you.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, so in these operations, like we do have a bit of movement, but it's kind of bound by the ship's heading.
Yeah.
In the past, around here, it could be west often, and then in which case we have a bit of play. I mean, we've done some stuff where we've lowered while we're up here, and then we've moved the whole thing. If the ship's facing west, we've moved everything down, so then the wire kind of streams out.
Yeah, they both
north.
go the same direction.
But this way, I wouldn't really want that to happen with the direction. It could be a little bit weird proximity-wise, so I think we'll just leave it.
Sounds good. I'll trust your judgment.
Yeah, it's always better to err on the side of not tangling up the wires, but
Yeah, let's not do that.
yeah.
So when something gets sent from ship down to you guys, it has a beacon attached to make sure that we can monitor it as it reaches Herc, is that right?
Yeah, we call this 2-wire ops because we've got our primary wire that is holding Atalanta, and then we'll have a second wire off the side of the ship that's being lowered down as well. And you can, if you're at home, you can think about the just the angles of those. We've got 2,200 meters of water depth, and the separation of these wires from where they are is probably about 15 meters from the deck. So 15 meters apart, down 2,200 meters of water is not a lot of play.
No, it's not.
So we definitely want a beacon to be able to track the package on the way down, because that, it doesn't have thrusters on it or anything. So if it starts to kite in a current that we're not feeling down below, we'll have to compensate for that and get our wire out of the way. We do have a little bit, that 15 meters is just kind of like at stasis, but we have a bit of play where we can have Hercules pull Atalanta and increase that, the angle of that wire a bit. But it's kind of like we're all just watching it to make sure that nothing overlaps, touches, or gets wrapped around.
Sure.
You can imagine we wouldn't want that to happen once we land the toolbox, and if we were to be tangled and either on the way down or the way up. If we have a hook that accidentally hooks onto the 6.8, now we've got a whole new issue, like we got.
Yeah, that would be horrible.
Right, yeah, or just untwisting that would be, it would become a different dive if that were to happen.
And the weight of the package coming down is enough so that this thing, the cable doesn't float away.
That's right, yeah, and if it is something like, sometimes we'll just drop down, like yesterday, we dropped down just a hook because we were retrieving from something from the seafloor. If that's the case, we do put weights on it. But even still, I mean, it's not a lot. You can see movement in the cable on the way down because it doesn't have any thrusters to compensate. And we know that because when we come down with Hercules and Atalanta, we'll experience current that kind of blows Hercules around. And currents change, so we've got surface current, we've got a subsurface current, usually in the 200 to 50 meters depth. There's usually a current or two that are not exactly the same as the surface, and then once we get deeper, there's usually, it's not too bad.
Yeah, I imagine it like, what's that game, like Plinko, right, where the metal balls drop, and it's got to be hard to like watch this thing get all the way down to the floor from.
Yeah, so we track it. All right, Atalanta's probably approaching the end of its move, maybe a little bit more.
So, Atalanta isn't directly south. Look at it in that.
Yeah, I was doing that earlier.
No, but like the heading is 180, and 9G has it like this.
Yeah. So there's like two things that are happening. There's the microstrain has it as an offset, and then I think in here somehow
There's an offset in there too or something.
I could try to change. Here's the thing, there's a magnetic declination input in here, but I was told by Alan that it doesn't
static compass is wrong when it's closer to the ship. I know that.
Well, I am sitting on an iron plate.
But it should be the same. These two should be. So this we've commented out as this local variation because it's not really like doing anything. If I put that in, that would be messed up because it would mean it's not changing that, but it's changing this. So
There's something.
what if I put the local variation as 0? Then it should read the same as that.
Yeah.
So I could try that. I do probably need to restart this.
You don't have to.
It's super slow.
We can do it later.
It's very slow. So I might have to just load it all back in.
It's just something to do.
We had to restart it earlier because we had no DVL.
I just we don't have to do this now.
No, I think I do need to because this is super slow. I just tried it and it's like literally not how to do anything. So you're just gonna lose this. I'll have it in back black. That'll let you stop losing. Why don't you flip out on it so it's actually get back to view, and then we'll see this. Yeah, if we just go due north, then we'll be able to.
Due north. Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna restart this. I got eyes here. I got eyes there.
I'm just, the only thing I have is stick lock.
Jeb, do we have you on SPL?
Sorry, me? Who are you talking about?
To Jeb back here.
Okay, I'll get
Yeah,
it.
can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, since we have a moment, I see the science team's working over here.
Chatting away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about the temperature probe solution you cracked the code for?
Sure, yeah. I got to work with the ROV team and try to figure out how we can measure temperature for our hydrothermal vents. We recovered an instrument, the BARS instrument, which is one of our hydrothermal vent sensors, because it had 3 sensors on it and one had failed. The resistivity measurement had failed, but its 2 other probes were intact. So
Sorry guys, 1 second. Do you mind, I think you might be force talking the front row. We just are troubleshooting an issue.
Oh.
Indeed I was. Thanks,
okay,
Rennie.
yeah, sorry about that. Thank you.
That's okay. Force talking. I've been accused of that before. Yeah, so we had the pieces of that instrument come back on board. The cable was a bit melted, so when we heard that the ROV team needed a hand with their temperature sensor, I can't remember who proposed it, but they asked, could we reuse part of your instrument? So we repaired the cable. Steve and I did some testing here. We boiled some water and made sure the sensor was still working. And did a bit of conversion inside the electronics housing to make sure it was compatible with the ROV. And yeah, worked closely with Gabby on that, and then Josh and Trevor integrated it with the sub last night, and I got to sit up here in the van and see 16 degrees show up on my screen, which is about the temperature the ROV hangar was last night. And we were all pretty happy to see that what was recovered as essentially a non-working instrument was converted into a new tool for the ROV.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like this is a modular thing to just swap out, right? This is not Legos, right? So
No, it definitely wasn't ready to just plug in. Their temperature sensor is a resistive device. It changes its resistance with temperature. Ours changes its voltage with temperature. So we initially thought, it might not be compatible, but then we realized, why not use more of our system that was recovered, because it can do some of that conversion. And then just with a little bit of modification, the ROV team was able to take the data string out of our instrument, which originally went to shore, and integrate it with their sub. We wrote a little script here, so it's easy to read on the screen. And it sounds like it worked well last night, which is really encouraging.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And so this is actually like you coded this as well. It's not simply just an existing software that talks to Herc, right?
That's right. Yeah, we had prepared for another dive at the Cork site where we were going to be downloading data from an instrument on the seafloor. And our colleague, Dr. Martin Heisman, wrote up a quick script that we could run here to get data from that instrument. And we realized last night, with a few modifications, we could translate that software over to work with the BARS probe. So a little bit of Python coding and kind of tweaking it a bit, so it removed all the superfluous fields that were originally for the failed sensors.
Right.
And now you get a nice 2 temperatures, one at the tip of the sensor and a reference temperature at the back end. Easy to read, it logs it to a file, and we can take it back and add that to our database.
So cool.
Yeah. I think you probably run into some stuff like this working with sensors. And
yeah. I mean, for me, it's wild how much, like, you can't overstate learn coding, right? Like literally every solution involves, if you have just like some Python skills, which I barely have any, right? Enough to understand someone who does, right?
Yeah.
It's like learning how to ask where the library is when you go travel a foreign country. Like that's my Python skills.
Yeah.
But it's like, how clearly it can solve problems on the fly, and integrate across systems, just super impressive.
Oh yeah, it's like a toolkit that's available in so many resources online. So just before we were chatting, I was doing some modifications to it to kind of improve the accuracy of the temperature of the conversion from volts to Celsius. I don't know how to do it, so I'm jumping around various different websites, piecing it together, and kind of putting the blocks together on that.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can get something that runs here and gives a better estimate of these temperatures. So
yeah, that's the beauty of Python being such a universal language, is that there are those online communities, and you can just go search threads and be like, who's done anything like this? And the answer is definitely someone, right? Always someone.
Yeah. The stumbling block for me is just knowing what it's called. Like, what's the term I need to search?
Yeah, you asked ChatGPT, and then you skip that process too. Really, seriously, it's amazing.
Yeah. Write my PhD, ChatGPT.
Some of my programmer buddies say they use it just to get started. It'll just knock out the first 40%, and from there just yeah, exactly. Cool. That's a neat framework. Yeah.
Yeah, we had so we have engineering students on 4-month terms come through the Marine Technology Center, which is where the engineer, like the mechanical, electrical, sometimes software engineering students work with us. These are like undergrad or technology diploma students, and I started to notice like last couple terms that they were using ChatGPT for stuff. One of the students was reading a data sheet, an electronic component data sheet, and there's some acronyms or terms in there that he wasn't familiar with, and he came to me with some information he had found online, and I said, that sounds that sounds a little off. Like, it's almost believable. And yeah, he had used ChatGPT to get the definitions of these terms that was in the technical document.
So
Yeah.
And
did we
got,
manage to
got
make
a
our
little
move
creative with what that might
with
have meant,
Atlanta?
but it was almost believable. And it stumped me for a minute, and I had to think about it.
Sounds like our string might be. Playing some musical chairs up here today. Yeah.
We got lots of sorting to do.
You're like hockey changing up there, lineup after lineup.
Line change. As long as nobody ends up in the penalty box.
Yeah, yeah. 40 seconds on the ice up here. Rotate through. Blue line time.
Hey, front row. I have a little bit of a task here that we can do while those guys on deck sort themselves out.
Okay.
We can go and swap the gas tights we have, the spent ones, for the ones that are on the rock by the JB, or by the IP.
Okay.
Are we going to be able to get that far? I guess we'll be pulling Atalanta a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean,
we can look.
They're still figuring out the deck. And keep coming around to port. Oh, cool fish. No.
No. Just seeing if I can see get to the IP. West.
Yeah, just to the gas tights. They're going to be just beyond this camera. They're like right there.
Okay.
Oh wait, hang on. What's right to just turn to port for 1 sec? What did I just see? Are those them? No. Yeah, that's not them. That's something else. Just look shiny. Yeah, I think we put them over there.
Okay.
Take that, Steve's headset. Yeah, and I guess last time we bumped the camera when we were handling them, so this time let's try not to. They're right here. So you can sit here.
Yep. I think I'll be able to reach a few.
AJ, did you get a beacon number?
Jeb's just checking to see if it's charged, but I think it was, well, now I forget. 3009 maybe?
Okay, that one I think we've been using, so that
Yeah, that's
would
the
be ideal.
workhorse.
Yep.
I thought the workhorse was 3009.
AJ,
Sorry?
I thought the workhorse was 3009.
That's what I said, didn't
Yeah,
I?
that's what I heard. Yeah.
I thought you said 2009.
No, I don't think that's a beacon,
All right.
luckily.
Someone else has
My
that
bad.
beacon.
That doesn't belong to LNC.
AJ, when are you going to want to take these gas tights?
When are we going to want to take them?
Yeah.
Maybe in a little while.
Okay, okay.
I think the bio box is a fine place for them.
I wouldn't put the untriggered ones in the bio box.
Why, you think we might trigger them accidentally?
You might find them out.
Get them in and out, yeah.
Okay, well,
we can put them back in the toolbox where
sure.
they belong.
Yeah, I don't know, Dan's been not wanting to use the toolbox, I don't know why.
It's just kind of hard to get them in there and have them sit right.
Well, we got time.
All right, if you want to try it.
Nothing time can't solve.
Okay, we'll pick these two up and then we'll,
Then we'll put the old ones here.
yeah.
I'm going to rack back
I feel like
the
I'm
camera.
super short.
That's because I dropped it down.
AJ, what's going on up on deck and what's the decision on what's going to be lower down?
Yeah, they're trying to, so there's sort of 3 different ways that we can lower the toolbox, each with their benefits and costs. And I think that's what the debate's centering around. So we can either send it down with the pink hook and lay it down and then have the ROV go and unhook it. But some of the instrumentation on the tool basket has sensitive parts high up. And so as you drop the tool basket and start to lay the cable, there's a chance that cable or the pink hook itself, which is rather large, falls and causes damage to some of our instrumentation. We could also do an acoustic release drop where we lower the tool basket close to bottom, but not quite on bottom, and then trigger the release, and then the tool basket just drops the rest of the way. And that's safe for the instrumentation. Right. But in this particular, oh, that was excellent.
Okay, close it.
In this particular location, our landing zone, the flattest we can get it, is still kind of a boulder field. And what's happened in the past is we've let go of it and it's looked flat, but then one of the sleds digs in deeper than the other, and then we can't open any of the doors. Or if we try to access the gas tights on one side of the tool basket, we can't because they're too low.
Yeah.
And so the third option, which would be the best for subsea, is to use an acoustic release, but to put football floats on right above the acoustic release so that the tool basket will touch down, but the acoustic release won't fall into any of our instrumentation and potentially snag. But in order to do that, it requires a lot of load transfers at the surface because you have to use a long stinger, and the crane can't lift the tool basket over the gunnel with that long a stinger on top of it. So you'd have to do it in 3 picks.
Oh, wow.
And I think that's what they're sort of discussing, how to do, and whether or not it's worth it, I guess.
Yeah.
So this is that's the gist of the debate that's going on.
All right, now go.
Yeah. And what's in the basket that's sensitive that we're worried about?
Well, there's a Temple Mini camera, which is going to be our camera replacement for Grotto. And that's kind of got this It's got a camera on it, which is obviously a sensitive piece, and it's quite high up. And then it's also got this paddle,
Ooh, watch out
and
for
the
that.
lights are on these articulating mechanisms, which we'll be able to see once we deploy it. Because we'll,
Nice.
careful not to, okay. Woo,
Okay, close it.
flying a little hot there, Danny.
Sorry.
He's been on fire today.
Danny is so hot that it's crazy.
Living on the edge.
Okay, now grab them out of the box.
So that's sensitive. We also have what's called the serial sampler, which
Open
comes
your
from the
box.
University of
Yep,
Minnesota.
Yep.
And it's essentially a series of gas tights inside a fiberglass frame, and you place it over top of a vent, and it will take gas tights over time.
Oh, wow.
So it's like kind of like sort of like a sediment trap, or like any other sort of carousel instrument, like the RAS PPS takes samples over time. It's like that, but for gas tights.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's in a big frame full of flotation. And so those are the two main instruments that are quite sensitive coming down. And
Gotcha.
definitely, the serial sampler is actually quite robust on top, but you can't really guarantee that any of the hardware won't fall into the camera, which would be really bad.
Yeah.
It's got all these ropes and pulleys to articulate the arms so that you can get your lights really wide relative to your camera, which makes for really great subsea viewing. But the articulating mechanisms for that are quite sensitive, so definitely don't want to smash them with a big heavy pink hook.
Awesome.
No, Steve does not approve.
So we're picking up gas tights?
We're just doing a bit of a gas tight swap while we wait, so that we have fresh ones for when we go south.
Take two, or?
There's only 2 down here.
2 locked and loaded right
yeah,
there.
that's right.
Yeah, and we're going to deposit our old ones here, because they're going to end up going on the tool basket later, so we don't need to schlep them around.
We might even have a chance to move the sediment trap.
Yeah, I think we will have the chance to move the sediment trap. That's our next mission.
I think I got approval to put the YYYM in before the Tempo Mini.
Okay, great.
It doesn't, I can't see any reason why we can't do that. And
Go south or go north, we don't care.
These guys are online, so we might as well do them first.
It's still going to be a while. I hope they're not impatient.
Well, Tempo Mini, France is what time in
France will be waking up again by the time we're ready to do Tempo Mini.
That was my reasoning.
Yeah. Especially if when we're going south, we do gas tights.
Careful there, Danny.
Yeah. It was a little higher than I was expecting.
Yeah.
Danny.
Not everything has to be a record.
Yeah, we don't just
we
go
have
slow.
we have time. We have time. Take it slow.
Nice and slow.
He's feeling good
Just
after all those
throwing
cables.
gas tights like they're darts.
I wasn't throwing it.
Like they're darts. That one's not on the highlight reel. Cables earlier for sure.
Luckily, these ones are triggered, so I don't know how much damage we can do to them.
Is that a challenge? Oh.
No,
Maybe I
that's not a
shouldn't say that. That gas tight comes with a reamer. I'm just being picky, but can you flip it around so that the nozzle isn't bending against the rock? So just if you lift it up so it doesn't lift it up off the rock a little, and then wrist rotate 180.
Trying to.
Is there a continuous wrist off?
Ah, there's my problem.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that works.
Perfect.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Nice.
Okay.
Mission accomplished. Box coming in.
Yeah, maybe we can go hunting for a sediment trap, see if we can get there without needing a ship move.
Where is that from here?
So it should be this right here, this X. But approach with caution.
Yeah, there's two hazards there, the old one and the new one. They should make really good sonar targets, so if you fly at 8 meters, they should light up like a Christmas tree in sonar.
Like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, they're basically sonar bells.
And you may have to go tail to tail to get there.
Roger.
And we can't move the ship early.
So, what's our delta? You can come down like 6 meters,
Coming down like 6 meters.
give or take. Whatever you feel like you want to go with.
Sorry, where are we going now?
We're going to go to the new sediment trap, so
Okay.
to the 2024 map sediment trap location.
Catching anything on the... I might be a bit
About
off,
20
but
meters.
it's worth...
Are we going to
think it's
potentially
straight
reposition
ahead.
that if needed?
Okay, there should be two
Sorry?
next to each other.
Will we maybe reposition that if needed?
Yeah,
or-
exactly. We're going to
Okay.
move it right up against the old one.
Yeah. I mean, close enough. You
Can we-
can't really...
Yeah, we don't want them to entangle.
Yeah.
But also, can we move the old one
Yes.
back to the IP?
Yes.
So then we never have to go back there?
That would be the best idea.
Yeah, all right.
Maybe we
what's
should
that?
move the old one
First,
first.
and just
Well, let's
put a
stand by.
bar-
So
right.
you want to move the
I think the
sediment
old
trap?
anchor's there.
You're talking about moving
Oh,
the
yeah.
tall sediment
Or
trap
maybe-
near the IP where we're going to do stuff? Or
Yeah,
Yeah, I
maybe
mean,
that's not a great
Gotcha.
idea, but
Yeah.
maybe a little west of the IP.
yeah.
Doesn't have to be right in our way. It just has to be nearby for later.
Okay.
we're going back there anyway. Might as well carry something back.
Yeah.
Part of the way.
Yeah, you think the old anchor is there as a
What do you-
marker?
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
What's up, Jake?
I don't know.
It'll make
Come
a
up
mark
a
on the
little
ground.
bit, and maybe we can ping.
Leaving
catch
the
it in the water
map
column.
sediment trap anchor near the IP
So
is
it's
kind
hanging.
of nice.
It's about 8 meters up, I think.
Because
I
it's
see it.
always handy having weights around that IP.
Oh, there's one. Yeah.
Yep.
Dead ahead.
That's another good point.
But we don't know where the other one is yet. So let's maybe
So there's
figure
one.
out where that is.
Do we
Yeah.
know which is which?
There's the... You see it up
10
there.
meters off.
One is shiny.
Right there.
One is clean and the other one's dirty.
Should I turn off auto heading and let Atalanta go tail to tail?
Yeah, you're going to need tail to tail, I think, to do this.
Jake?
Yeah, go for it.
Theoretically, I could move west a little bit too,
Do you have,
if we need to.
Rennie, do you have two marks, one for the old, one for the new?
No, I don't. Let me see.
Interesting.
No.
Okay. Let's go find this one, or let's go,
I
have a-
do. Wait, maybe? No, I just have one, and
well,
maybe
there's
we
one
put them...
there's one well to the southwest.
That's the old target that was given, but now I have an update that why we either moved that one or... So this is the 2023 sediment trap that was marked in 2024. That's this target here.
Okay, and
Um,
there's no 2024 sediment trap somewhere?
Yeah, it could be
Oh yeah, I think it is
down
that far south.
way down here, yeah.
We're never gonna get that.
No.
Yeah.
That's a bummer. It's too far south, the new
Too
one.
far south. Okay.
It's because we thought it was near the old one, but the target ended up being quite a bit further southeast than the actual sediment trap, and we didn't want to pass it.
The
when we were
target or
carrying
the...
it.
Or where we thought it landed from USBL? That's...
The target from last year was very far southeast relative to where we actually found it. So we were carrying the sediment trap northwest. We didn't want to run into the old one,
Right.
so we put it down. Then we went looking for the old one, and it ended up being way further north
Right.
than the target, so they actually ended up quite a ways away from one another. So this is the old one that we're looking at.
Yeah, this is where we want to go.
Yeah, but we can't go get the new one. It's too far. We can try. But it's like another 30 meters away, maybe.
We can ask these guys
Yeah.
up front.
Yeah. Is there, we can see if there's something here that we can leave to mark this location, or we can just trust USBL. Like we can just drop a USBL mark, which has been very consistent.
Yep. Well, yeah, first let's see if we can get
rock.
This is the location we want to
That's your
place the
rock,
other
is it?
sediment trap.
Yeah, oh, there's a skate.
Here he comes.
You want to go look at the skate, Jake?
Yeah, I want to come down 5 meters and turn off auto heading.
Auto heading's off.
Oh, cool.
Okay, cool.
I'm only at 20 meters above bottom, so.
That's fine.
Jake, I give you permission to go look at that skate.
I'm going.
Cool.
I thought you said come down 5 meters.
To Danny.
Oh, okay. It doesn't look like there's any marking down there, other than that weird fish on a rock.
It's so slow.
Wonder if it's the same one we saw the other day.
It's the MEF skate, just hangs around.
Yeah.
Looks just like it.
Yeah.
Can
yeah,
we do a zoom out on cam 180, just or the cam upper, just to see that?
Pacific white skate or
Right
something?
there, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I bet we look the same
Never
to them.
mind. I guess it didn't matter really.
Definitely.
I don't know what it's doing to his eyes, but he's not used to this kind of light. I guess he doesn't see anything. He probably doesn't see.
Vestigial eyes.
Yeah.
Maybe. So cool.
I like the markings on his
Yeah.
leg.
Really. You can see such nice detail.
On video to zoom yet?
Wow. So cool when you see it in like the dark background like that.
Mm-hmm.
A video, you can zoom a little
Looks
bit.
like it's in outer space.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's got a freckle.
One.
Oh, we should compare it to the old one. See if
That's
it's
how you know
like-
it's
Yeah,
1
yeah,
year
right.
old.
It's so perfectly placed that you
Yeah.
wonder whether it's actually something. I don't know, what the heck is it?
Oh, it's missing. Oh no, never mind. I thought it was missing a leg.
I don't think that's his legs.
Wow. They look like legs. Like if it was a bird.
Amazing, the group of non-biologists just butchering this magical experience. Lost on us. But we can absorb the majesty without the technical knowledge.
I'm a biologist.
Oh, sorry.
Speak for.
She's not the one doing the butchering though.
Yeah,
Let's be clear.
exactly.
But I think I'm correct.
To be
They're not his
clear.
legs.
No, you're right. They're not legs.
But they're actually,
But like
They
they
are-
look like legs.
Those are male appendages.
yeah,
Oh.
they're his gonads.
Oh, is that what they are?
Cojones.
Wow. Interesting.
All right.
Whales have it like that too.
Rennie. Oh, Rennie.
Thank you for saving us, Stephanie. It's just getting worse and worse as we
I
went.
had it right. I was. Guys
I
thought
had
I
to
was.
do the skate justice.
Yeah.
It's funny when we saw it the other day, like that clip we got. It's just like Anna and Yuko and like everyone in the van is just like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. And today it's just like, what is that?
Yeah, right. Very audience
Silence or
dependent.
butchering.
Yeah.
Definitely a different reaction.
Different vibe.
We weren't. We were giving it more of a less awe, more analysis.
What is this thing in front of our robots? Boring.
No, it was analysis. What's he doing? What are those stripes on his wings?
Yeah. It was observational. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is his legs doing there? Oh, they're not legs. Why isn't he blinded